Track and field today, what percentage of the elite athletes today do you believe are using illegal performance-enhancing drugs?
I would say that it's definitely less now than it was pre-Balco. If before it was 80%, it might be 50 to 60% now, so I think there's a significant reduction, but it's still a majority.
How easy is it for an Olympian to use illegal performance-enhancing drugs and not get caught?
Relatively easy.
How so?
The major loophole is with the missed tests. And the way it is now, you can get 2 missed tests. The third one is considered the same as a positive test, and you'll receive a suspension or be banned. They do not disclose this information. We know that in the neighborhood of 8 to 10% of the tests, when they go to collect the samples and the athlete's not there, that they're issuing missed tests, but you don't know that athlete A or athlete B has a missed test. So here's basically what they could possibly do. In the year leading up to the Olympic Games, and you're a world-class sprinter, and you take a risk and you say, well, listen, on my whereabouts form, I'll say I'm going to city X and I'll go to city Y. If they show up, the consequence is you get a missed test. I've calculated that roughly, in my opinion, the odds are about 25 to 1 that they won't come during that couple of week period that you're ducking and dodging and you're using steroids and other performance-enhancing drugs. Now, understand some of these orals and clear in a few days and some of the creams clear in a day. But you could use stuff that may clear in a week or 2 weeks and go hide and do this. Well, now you've got a cycle under your belt. And hey, likely the odds 25 to 1 that you didn't even get a missed test. So you can continue to do this until they show up. And then you get a missed test. Well, this is not disclosed. No one knows this. So the advantage is you got a cycle or 2 under your belt before you get a missed test. But then they'll give you time they'll send you a notification, you missed the test, we'll give you a hearing in 30 days, you can show up and give us some, reasonable explanation.
Will the tester come back if they miss you one day? Will they come back the next day?
No, they typically do not. So you go and you do it again. And you go out, and odds are great that they're not going to come, but if they do, the worst scenario is strike 2.
And what's the penalty for a second strike?
There is none. There's no consequence. It's not even disclosed. No one knows. The way it works is much like a speeding ticket on your driving record. You can get 1, you can get 2, and then every 18 months, the oldest one drops off. Well, so you got 18 months. So the worst case scenario is, man, you got 2 strikes. You got to wait. You got your gold medal. You got your endorsements. You're doing what you're doing, and you wait until that one drops off. I believe this to be true, that there's all sorts of medical doctors and Olympic officials in various sports that are helping these athletes to circumvent the system. So they're aiding and abetting them. I believe that to be true.